Could Karcher be in trouble? Well, they could be. There is a new kid on the block and it's all the way from Norway, and I'm not talking about Erling Haaland or pretty northern lights. It's actually the AVA P80 pressure washer. Could this be a game over for Karcher, and could this be the best detailing pressure washer? Well, if you want to find out more, sit back, relax, and let's get it. Welcome to A Passion for Detailing. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. So I've actually used a Karcher pressure washer for the last 15 years. It's actually a HD 511, so the more professional variant, and it has been absolutely phenomenal. The only thing that's really gone wrong with it is I had to replace the hose a year ago. So nearly in 15 years, I had one split hose. That isn't really that bad. Can this AVA pressure washer live up to its name with its 20-year guarantee? We will take a look at all the pros and cons of this machine, and to find out if this is a Karcher crusher, firstly, we're going to look at the cost. The cost of this pressure washer with all these attachments is £429 on the AVA website. What's also fantastic is they actually are teaming up with Klarna, means that you can pay monthly for this product and keep the money in your bank. So that's absolutely a fantastic idea. I will leave all the products in the description below so you guys can find them, so you can just sit back and enjoy this video. The AVA P80 was designed from the ground up with the user experience in mind, making sure that it does the job that you need it to do. So not only will it clean the cars, but storage, compartments, and making sure that the machine does everything it physically can. With the machine, you get a 10-meter steel hose, means that the hose is going to last and it's not going to kink, but also you get a storage reel, means that you can roll it out when you need it and put it away, keeping it nice and tidy for the next time you use it. The machine also has a metal 4-piston pump, means that it is going to last a lot longer than a traditional pressure washer that potentially uses plastic parts and is much more robust than, say, some of the Karcher machines. Power-wise, this machine packs an absolute punch. With 160 bar or 2,300 PSI max, you know that this has got the power to get the job done for any cleaning job. So if you're doing arches and bottoms of the car, or even outside jobs in your garden like patios and walls, you know that the power of this machine is going to be absolutely fantastic. And I would recommend, do not give this to your granny, otherwise she'll be flying around the driveway or in her garden and you might have to pull her out the bushes. With the package at £429, you also do get some accessories. You get a snow foam lance and you get 2 style nozzles, so a turbo style nozzle and also a Vario nozzle, means that you've got 3 options for fan speed or angle. So you get a wide, a more neutral for rinsing, and also a narrow for those real hard to reach areas or those slightly tougher jobs, so a bit more power. This machine has also got some party tricks up its sleeve, so stick around to the end to find out what they are. They have thought about all the details on this machine. So not only are you getting your storage cable for your hose, you're also getting storage for all your accessories on top of the machine. So nice, simple, easy place to put them, means that you're not leaving them on the floor, on the wall, put them in your pocket while you're cleaning your car. So not just for your accessories, but also you have a cable tidy. So there's nothing worse with your power cable. You normally end up wrapping it around your machine. They've thought about a tidy for your cable. So not only can you store the cable away, it's super easy to pull out also. But for me, the icing on the cake is the machine comes with a 20-year warranty, and for me that is absolutely blinding. There is some T's and C's to that. You don't have to take it to a service centre to service it. You can actually service it yourself. That comes with some instructions and a service key to get inside the pump to service yourself. And me, a DIY style guy that likes to do things myself, that is an absolute game changer, and why I think this pressure washer is going to be very, very popular. I'm in the motor trade in my personal life, and when a car comes with a 7-year warranty, that appeals to so many people, because it gives you peace of mind that if something goes wrong with that machine, that it is covered. So you give AVA a call. They've got service centres around it in the UK, and you can either get it fixed there, or they can send you the parts and you can do it yourself. So that there is absolutely fantastic, and more companies should do that. Let me know in the comments below if you've used any of the AVA machines, because they do AVA Goes, so much more budget style, or you've obviously got the P80 here. Let me know in the comments below if you use it or what you guys are using currently. Before you clean your car, I like to apply a pre-wash. You have two choices. You can obviously use a pump sprayer or a snow foam. I actually like to use a snow foam. We are going to use the snow foam lance that's applied by AVA, and we are going to use Built Hamber Touchless at 3% PIR. The foam lance actually holds 700 ml of water, so 3% into there, and we are going to apply it over the MG, and we are going to leave that to dwell for about 5 to 10 minutes. And it did supply a good thick foam that I was happy with. Built Hamber's never really that thick, but the dwell time on that was absolutely perfect. There's only one real drawback of this snow foam lance, is it used all 700 ml of detergent that was inside that product. So I managed to just get one car done, and in my opinion that's used a lot of product. If I use my MJJC, 400 ml in there will do a car, so it's used double the amount of product, and so that for me is a real drawback. While we let that dwell for a few moments, let's have a look at the 2 party tricks this machine has up its sleeve. Well, when I had my Karcher pressure washer, I had to buy a stubby gun because my Karcher machine didn't give me the option of removing the hose and applying a stubby gun. So not only did I have to buy a hose, I also had to buy a stubby gun. And lo and behold, this machine lance comes apart and you have a stubby gun. You can put your multiple style nozzle in, so you've got the choice of the 3 fan speeds, and means that you can get right into them wheel wells and get the job done. But also, what's also fantastic, if you put the lance back together, it extends, and there's nothing worse than trying to reach across the front of the car, around the windscreen, around the scuttle, or over the roof with a stubby gun. You're going to get water all over you, and you push the dirt through one side, and then you've got to go back round the other side, and you're probably pushing the dirt all the way back around the other side, so it really defeats the object. But they've thought about this. If you extend this lance now to full capacity, you can reach all the way across the front of the car, all the way across the roof, and you can also reach well into the wheel wells to get those real hard to reach areas that you can't get with a stubby gun. So absolutely fantastic idea. I've never seen anything like this on any pressure washers, especially here in the UK, that you don't have to buy as an accessory. It's a standard feature, and absolutely fantastic. Another great job the extendable lance will do is, if you're cleaning your patio, there's nothing worse than having to lean over, got an arched back. After some time, it's going to really hurt your back, and it means that you don't need to lean over to do your patio or anywhere up high if you want to do gutterings, windows, anything like that. So they've really thought about that, and that really, for me, is an absolute game changer. Why some of the other manufacturers aren't doing this is absolutely beyond me. The 3 fans you get on the Vario nozzle. So you get a super wide fan, and that is going to be great for rinsing the car off, or if you're doing arches and you just need to get, especially if you've got carpet style arches, you need quite a lot of water to remove that dirt. So that's very good. If you're just rinsing the car, I found that the middle setting, so that gives you the wide fan and the narrow one, but a slightly less pressure, is perfect for rinsing the car off once you've done your contact wash. So in my opinion, that was my favorite. And then the narrow one was great for those low, hard to reach areas where you want to get a little bit more pressure in there to remove any dirt and grime that the slightly smaller or wider fan wouldn't do. So if you're doing wheels and you want to get inside the barrels, absolutely fantastic. Nice powerful pressure, and it does the job fantastically. So that's all the good bits. Let's look at about all the negatives, and I had permission from AVA to talk about some of the negatives. It's not something I would normally do, but there was some things I didn't like. So the first thing was the snow foam cannon. So this snow foam cannon holds 700 ml of product, or 700 ml of solution, and in my opinion it used way too much. So they know that this is a problem and they are rectifying that as we speak, so hopefully we get a much better snow foam lance. It gave a nice thick foam. You can't adjust the fan speed, the fan, so that's maybe a slight drawback, but the snow foam lance is definitely an issue, but they are on it, and that's a good thing that they know that that's an issue. When you're using the full lance, so not extended, but just the plastic lance and the gun together, the machine feels fantastic. It's very well balanced, there's not much kickback, and it's very good. But when you put the stubby gun on, as you can see here, the power of this machine, it's way too much. I found that after just rinsing one side of the car down, my shoulder was hurting, and you can see that even on some of the two other ones, it's really pushing my arm back. So I'm really fighting with the machine. It'd be very good if they had some sort of dial that you could dial the machine down for the job that you're doing. That would be a fantastic feature. I know that some of the Kranzel machines, you can really dial the machine down slightly on the main pressure washer and actually get a fantastic result. But yeah, it was very tiring at the end of cleaning the car. Compared to my Karcher, my arm, I'll be honest with you, was I'm not built like Arnie, but my arm did hurt a little bit and did have a bit of ache. And there is one other thing that is a real pet hate of mine, is that the cable tidy for when you're putting the power cable away, it is really faffy. The handle on the side, it feels loose. It goes away, but you have to fight with it. And for me, I'm being really picky here, but that would do my absolute head in. In the end, I'll probably just end up just wrapping the cable around the machine because I want it quick and easy. But that's me being picky, so don't shoot me in the comments. Overall, I've been super happy with the AVA P80. I've really enjoyed the product. It's a little heavy, but it's also amazing value for money. So what you get for your money for that £429, you get your stubby gun, you get a super long lance, you get a 10-meter non-kink cable, you're also getting your attachments for the garden, for your car. So absolutely bonkers value for money. So I really am happy with that. There's one thing that I think is, I would probably go for a P60. The P80 is just way too powerful for me, in my opinion. So I think the P60 would be absolutely perfect. So if I had a choice, I'd probably go for the P60 from the information I've got from others. If you're new to the channel and you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and if you need a foam lance for your pressure washer, click here. That is my MJJC foam cannon review, and I'll see you guys in the next one.